Hello, how are we doing today? New meditation. Very warm welcome to my live. My name is Julie-Sian and I'm coming to you live from the UK. It's just after 6 o'clock on Monday the 17th of July 2023, and welcome to the new moon in Cancer with Venus retrograde. I'll be explaining all about that in a minute. So I'm just literally finding a link to my new moon meditation, so just bear with me for a second. So there we go. So I'm cutting and pasting at the moment. Okay, so yes, so we have what's the title? New moon in Cancer. We have a Venus, our loved one, is in retrograde. So we have the law of attraction cards, and we have moon readings. Oh, there's so much going on tonight, so no more messing around. Let's get going. So first of all, hello Colin, hello Emma. Don't forget to share, because there may be some people around who may be interested in the information that I am sharing tonight. I am here to share knowledge and information and wisdom, etc. And then with this information you can go away and make informed decisions on where you want to go. I've left the window open. It's going to be very noisy because it's 6 o'clock. Now, the new moon in Cancer happens when Cancer... brain isn't working. The new moon in Cancer. Oh, this is it. The best time to work your magic is when the moon is in Cancer and on a Monday. Monday means moon day. Sunday, of course, Sunday. And today, of course, is there. And the new moon in Cancer takes place when the sun and the moon are in the same degree in Cancer, and knows that it's a good nurturing and it's the best time for manifesting. It's a great time to manifest. It's time to make new choices, new mind setting, new etc. Now, Cancer is a water sign, and water is to do with our emotions, and Venus, the lover planet, is in retrograde. Now, when we talk about planets in retrograde, it means that they appear to be going backwards. Now, the most famous one is Mercury in retrograde, but the other planets do go in reverse as well. Well, they look as if they're going in reverse. It's the way the axis goes and the way we look at the planets. It goes, oh, it looks like it's going backwards. It's like when you're sitting in a train and you're sitting still in the train, and the train next to you starts to move, but you think you're moving, but it's really the train next to you that's moving. Colin knows all about trains and things like that, and it's that same sort of illusion. Venus is not actually physically going backwards or rotating backwards, it's just the way it looks with the planets. And what does this mean? Venus, the love planet. Venus is all about love and all about our emotions, and it's like digging deep. And I did 2 readings on clients today, and they both were looking for love readings, and I thought very apt today, because it's going within to see what is it that you really want. And of course it's looking for people who really love you for your personality, your traits, and connecting with that. Yes, they've got the same belief systems as me, rather than I want to fall in love with someone who's tall, dark and handsome. No, you're suddenly realizing you want to go deeper with that. And with the Cancer being emotion, we are manifesting with our emotions, because what it is, I've talked about manifesting our homes, our jobs and things like that. And it's like, and I put a sign up today, a post up today, a top tip if you're in a stressful job: leave it. What? Well, if you could go to work 9 to 5, 48 weeks of the year, because we'll get 4 weeks holiday, 48 weeks of the year. Why are you doing this in a place that brings you down, makes you upset? People don't respect you, they don't honour you, people are backstabbing you, you're working all this overtime, you're getting no thanks for it, people are nasty about you, they overlook you for promotion, and you say to me, the only reason I'm there is to earn some money. Well, why not go and work for a company who pays you a decent wage, who respects you and honours you, and where you'll be happy. Because if you've got to do this for 48 weeks of the year, why are you putting yourself through it? And you come home and you're sad and you're depressed and you're anxious and you're stressed, etc. like that. Why are you doing this to yourself? Yes, you do have to go and earn some money. I agree. We need to earn money some way or other. I agree. But why not do it in a way that you love it? Why are you making yourself get up on a Monday morning and feel dread? Why on a Sunday night you get a panic attack at 9:15? I could set my clock on it. I used to do this. And it's just like, why are you doing this? Why are you causing yourself time and time pain and anguish and upset? And then when you get home, you're tired, you're grumpy, you complain, they did this, they complain that, they don't do this, they mistreat you. Well, why not go and get a job and work for a company who pays you a decent wage, a company that treats you with respect and honours your experience, a company with people who stab you in the back? Why don't you say something? Rather than this feeling of horrible and hateness. Because if you've got to do this job, it's going to wear you down and it's going to make you ill. And they're saying that there are so many people off sick from work at the moment. Well, you know what? I'd like to get hold of a lot of these people and ask them, why are you? And they go, I'm stressed and I'm anxious. The job has caused me stress. The job has caused me anxiety. Well, why not sit down and go, right, you need to earn some money. Maybe it's time to revalue and maybe go and work for another company or go and find a different job that brings you joy, peace and happiness. Guess what I did? I went, fuck you, to the NHS, and I did it because I was drinking. I was crying. I was suicidal. And I kept thinking, I need to earn money. But there was like, there's got to be a better way of doing this. And I discovered it. Wham bam, did I discover it? And I've never been so happier. So, and people go, oh, well, I need to work. Yeah, I agree. Go and earn some money. But why not do it in a place, in a way you're loving? So if you love animals, go and work with animals if that brings you joy. Rather than working on a 9-to-5 job as a secretary where they treat you shit and expect you to do overtime and not pay you and whatever. You know what? You're only here for a brief time, so make sure that it's joyful. And this is what this new moon is. There's a lot of people coming face to face with the emotion, because Cancer is to do with water. It's the Cancer, the crab, and it's like walking sideways. Okay, you like working with trains, but instead of working in a train company that's treating you shit, go and work with a company that's dealing with trains that will treat you with respect. Colin? Happiness? Yeah. So why not do that? So you move. So yeah, if you're in a job and you're an accountant and they treat you with disrespect and they're horrible and they overlook you and you've got this shitty job and it's stress, but you love being an accountant, well, go and set up your own accountancy company or go and work for another accountancy company instead than the one you're with. Because tell you what, the company you're with ain't the only accountancy company in the whole world. You're a solicitor, you're not happy. There are more than one solicitors. There's more than one travel agents. There's more than one estate agent. There's more than one chemist to work with. There's more than one dog kennels to work with, okay? There isn't a monopoly. And so why not go and got your skills and shift and go and work with someone else? Because if you've got to earn the money, why not do it? And if you're thinking, I'm not telling you to quit today and not have a job. No, don't do that. Don't quit without a job to go to unless you've got some funds to sort you out. However, you can say, right, she's true. I've got to do this 9 to 5, 5 days a week for 48 weeks of the year. Yeah, you get 4 weeks holiday. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to do this job for the next 20, 30 years. Well, why not do a job for the next 20, 30 years which you enjoy rather than which you're in pain and it's causing you anguish and sleepless nights, and you do a day's work for 10 hours there, then you come home and they're still doing work in the evening. I'm going to get it done. Well, for a company, and it's not your dream company. The person who set up the company, that's their dream. And you're putting all these hours in to help someone build up their dream, and they're keeping you down. You've got to work on these hours, and I'm only paying you this amount and stuff. That's their dream, not your dream. So maybe it's time to reflect. And like with this new moon, it's causing a lot of emotions. As I had a client today in floods of tears because it was a kick up the arse, and they suddenly had a realization the cards don't lie. And this is what it's all about. It's like, oh, hi, Lavender Moon. Hi, Sally. Sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. Hello, everybody else. So this is the new moon, just like the crab moves to a bigger when it's no longer suited for his size. Can't mind what crab that is now. Yeah, they do. They do. They outgrow, so they then go and live in a different crab. Is it the hermit crab? Is it the hermit crab? I don't know. Whatever. But this is but they move sideways. So you're an accountant, so move to another accountancy company, or maybe go and set up your own accountancy company or something like that. If that's what you love doing, you know, just do a shift move. You don't have to unless you suddenly decide, that's it, fuck the accountancy business, and I'm going to go and become a full-time lap dancer. Well, why not indeed? Do something you enjoy. Yep, why not indeed? Because you've got to do this job for 20, 30, 40 years, you know? And the way the government keeps going, your retirement age is 77, 78. Next time you know, it's 80. So when my daughter is 90 years old, she's still going to be having to work full time. She's never going to get retirement because the government keeps shifting the age limit for when you retire. Yeah, I said to Anna, you know, you're never going to retire because they're going to shift it and shift it and shift it until maybe you're 90, because people are living a lot longer. So when you've got the new moon, it's a time to have a reflection, having a look within. This is what the moon energy is all about, going within. Now, I have put at the top my new moon meditation, which is available on my YouTube channel, Julie-Sian 777. So when we finished, and the new moon, Lavender Moon, will confirm. Hi, caught you live. Hello, Margaret. Hope your husband's a bit better. Happy new moon energies to you. I think it's this evening. Don't quote me on the exact time, but it's about 7:15ish in the UK. Roughly 7:13, 7:15, roughly in the UK. Can't give you that because I can't remember. But remember, there is a time difference in the UK. What? Yes, there is. Oh, 9:30ish. There is a time difference in the UK. From the Greenwich Mean Time in London to Cardiff, there is a 2-minute time difference. Did you know that? Yes, it's not massive like America. It's not massive like Australia. Not massive like Russia. But there is actually a time difference. So when it's like we talk about, it might be this time, it might be that time, just bear in mind where you are in the UK. Just bear in mind, because someone says, oh, in Europe, it's saying it's 8:30. Yes, because Europe are an hour ahead of us. But they may be on the same line as GMTV, Greenwich Mean Time. So if you're in Paris and we're going, yes, our full moon, new moon is at 7:30. To them, their full moon is at 8:30. And they go, it's time to, well, actually, it's not. It's exactly the same time, but it's the way they've got the clocks. So this is why sometimes when you're checking the time and you're looking at the time zones, check what country you're looking in, check at the time zone, whether it's summertime, winter time, whether you're in the north or south hemisphere or things like that. And like I said, even though it might be 7:30 and they go, yes, it's 7:30, but they're setting that time at 7:30 for Greenwich Mean Time. Therefore, if you're in Cardiff, it's 7:28. That's when the new moon is in Cardiff. It's 7:28. Not 7:30, because when it's 7:30 and the new moon is up above Greenwich Mean Time at 7:30, don't forget it's 7:28 in Cardiff, because you're 2 minutes. So it's no good going, oh, it's 7:30, new moon's at its peak. Too late! You've missed it by 2 minutes because of the time difference. I know, I'm full of rubbish. I know so much of this. Sometimes I wish I knew other things. So this is what it's all about. But the new moon, new beginnings, new starts, new way of thinking, new ways of treating and nurturing yourself. Being kind. I'm going to have a salt bath. Oh yes! Well, I've given you the perfect new moon meditation to listen to in the bath. I think I might do that as well. And I actually shared with Lavender Moon. Hello, Jeanette. I actually shared with Lavender Moon some things that you might want to wash your door down with essential oils. You know, if you want to attract abundance, whether you want to attract a protection, or whether you want to just cleaning, healing. And I shared a thing, you know, what do you think about this little oh yes. And if you're a member of my Tarot and Oracle cards with Julie-Sian group, I've got a Facebook group, Tarot and Oracle cards for every day with Julie-Sian. I shared a post today which had about 20 different add-on pictures of different rituals about what the nodes are doing, the south nodes and the north nodes, and I ain't going into that because I'm not Yasmin Boland, so I'm not going to go too heavy because it just gets too complicated. Yeah, it's great. I'm going to put it up later. Absolutely. But if you go into my Facebook group, Tarot and Oracle cards for every day, there was a post that went out at about 9:30 this morning, and on that post it had about 10-20 posts. I did share it to Rabbit Moon, so if you're in the group Rabbit Moon Readings, which is run by Bella, I did share that same post into that group, so it may be easy to find there. Loads of information about the new moon, but basically it's all about new starts. So this is the deck, which is the Moonology Yasmin Boland. I am not going to be doing readings with this deck. I don't do general readings with this deck. This is my information deck. That was a ton of info. Thank you. Yeah, there was a ton of info on that, I know. But the new moon in Cancer, so I'm not doing readings on this deck. It will be a different deck, and I haven't decided. In fact, I'm going to ask you all right, you lot, do you want moon readings or law of attraction cards? Let me know which deck you want today, because my card for the day on my YouTube channel, Julie-Sian 777, was actually taken from the law of attraction, because with the new moon and with it being in Venus retrograde, this is one of the best times to work with the law of attraction. Best time to work on your intention. It's setting your intentions for the next lunar cycle. It's setting your mindset, and it's like, yeah, it's time I need to do, because you're doing the same thing, you're not going to get anything different. But if you do something different, and this is why you've got to take different action, different thoughts, different way of things. Moon for me. So yeah, so that's one vote for the moon cards, but this is the law of attraction, and I will read that law of attraction card because that was on my YouTube channel. So which way round shall I do this? So I will talk about the law of attraction card first. So yeah, so the law of attraction by Esther and Jerry Hicks. The card I did was, there is nothing I cannot be, do or have. Yeah, there is nothing you can be, do or have. Welcome to planet Earth. There is nothing that you cannot be, do or have. Go forth on this day of your life experience knowing that your real work is to decide what you want, and then focus upon that. Go forth giving thought of what you want, attracting life experiences to help you to decide what you want, and once you've decided, giving thought only to that. Yes, it's only your limiting thoughts, the actions of other people and speaking what they're doing, that is holding you back. Their own limitations. They're wanting to have a control on you. Like you're at work. You know, I'm going for this promotion, but the manager above you doesn't like you for some unknown reason. He is controlling you. Because he doesn't like you, he's never going to give you the promotion. He is controlling you. Okay, but if you want to have the promotion, maybe it's time for you to do a shift to another company. You know, I want to be the manager, but I'm not getting that job here. Well, maybe it's time for you to go and apply to be the managerial role in a different company, because quite clearly the manager where you are doesn't like you for some reason, because he's scared of you. He's afraid of you. All right, he's scared of your light. He's scared that people will see that you are better than them. That's why these managers hold you back, because is control, because they know that you are better. You can do better, but the thing is, they hold you back because it will show them off how useless and crap and how limited they are with their skills and knowledge, and that they need you for them to have their light shining. And if you weren't there, they would be proved to go how shit you are at the job. This is why you don't get the promotions, why you don't do it. Go, oh, I'm better than this. Yeah, because they want to keep you there. So what is it that you want? What is it you want in life? Now, I've talked about this before. Say, I want to be an astronaut, and you're 99 years old. Well, the chances of you becoming an astronaut at 99 years old are pretty slim. But you could go and work at the local, where we are. I've got in Leicester, not far away from me is Leicester. There's National Space Centre. Go and get a job there. And then you're working with the National Space Centre. You may not be an actual physical astronaut shooting off in a rocket up into space. May not happen, but at least you're working with space and space orientated, and maybe that's what it is. You need to have a bit of a realistic belief system, all right? But go forth. You can do it. Oh, I can't do that. I go, how do you know? You haven't tried. Next time someone says I can't do it, go, have you actually tried it? And if they say no, you go, well, bullshit to that. When you've tried it, then you can tell me whether you like it or not, or you can't do it or not. But just saying I can't do that, you're limiting yourself to all those wonders of the world. And it says there is nothing I cannot be, do, or have. It's your own limitations that you put on yourself. And these limitations have been put upon you by other people, by controlling you and holding you back, because they don't want you to shine. Because when you shine, it shows off their limitations. It shows off their fear. And they're fearful of you going ahead. That's why they dictate and get into your mind. This is why they take your dreams away from you. Because if you go for their dreams, it shows that they're not capable of going for them. But we're all capable. You are capable of it. All right? 22 minutes and 22 seconds. I've been going 22 minutes and 22 seconds. Okay, so there's nothing I cannot be, do, or have. And that is the law of attraction. Let me know. Yes, it's great. I'm going to put it up later. There was a ton of info. Oh, so Lavender Minute. So let me know whether you want cards today from the law of attraction, or from, we're going to be doing, where's my Moonology deck? We will be doing otherwise I'll be doing the Moonology cards. Yeah, I know, I love it. Okay, so let me know, we've had one vote for the moon cards so far. That's only one vote, and I know there's 5 people watching. Let's get interactive. So let's talk about what's going on at the moment. So we talked about Venus is in retrograde. It appears that Venus is going backwards. Venus is the love planet. Are you not loving yourself? Are you not accepting the compliments that people give you? Because compliments are verbal gifts. I've talked about this before. If someone gives you a box of chocolates, you don't throw it back at them and go, "Ow, that's roses and not celebrations." No, you go, "Thank you for the chocolates. Thank you, Grandma, for that jumper you knitted me. Thank you, Grandma, that's so great." It's going to go in the bottom of the jumper, but you go. So why do you reject? I couldn't think of the word. Reject compliments. Why do you reject? You're welcome. You're welcome. It was Carl. Got his name. Carl Gray's interpretation. There are other interpretations available, but I just quickly did that interpretation, and it's shouting at you. So pay attention. So I did the interpretation for 17, and I did the interpretation for 17. It means it's shouting that number of 17 out. So with Venus in retrograde, it looks like it's going back, but Venus is all about love, and it's saying it's about time to love yourself. It's okay, and as our beautiful lavender moon says, it's not selfish to be self-fulfilling. When you do things that you love for yourself, your vibration, you're coming from your heart center, so you're vibrating out love. And when you're getting people go, what is it that you love doing? Why not go and do it? If you love reading, why aren't you putting half an hour aside of your day? So yeah, I love reading, but I don't have time for it. So you sitting there watching EastEnders. Well, instead of watching EastEnders, read instead. Oh, I love listening to music, but I don't have time. Well, instead of watching Hollyoaks, well, listen to your music instead. Oh, I don't have time to do my sewing hobby. Well, instead of watching the sewing bee, oh no, do your sewing instead. My daughter does her embroidery while we're watching telly. In fact, yesterday she made a pair of slippers. What the? Yes, my daughter yesterday, she made a pair of slippers and they're amazing. Well, a bit too small, but because she was experimenting, she's not followed a pattern before. She followed this pattern. They were amazing. Oh my God, they're freaking awesome. She made a pair of slippers. What an amazing girl. And we were sort of thinking, right, we're going to try and get a little table because, and have it set up in the lounge so she could have her sewing machine out. And I might start sewing as well. But I don't know about that. Whatever. So, new moon in Cancer. So this is from the Moonology Manifesting. And this is the greatest time to do it. And with this, with it being a Monday, set your boundaries, stay strong, learn to love yourself once you've learned to love all of you. Yes! And start doing, and one of the first things to start loving yourself is by doing things that you enjoy doing. And then stop the excuses. You know, oh, I used to love drawing, but I don't have time. Make time. We've all got the same 24 hours. And in fact, it's the people who don't do anything, haven't got the time. If you want, you know, they always say, if you want something done, ask a busy person, because they know how to do time management. And that's what I'm doing this week. I'm actually starting time management because the last I've been wanting to do certain things, and it's just, I'm just farting my life away. And it's like, right, law of attraction. Oh, we got one for the law of attraction. I mean, maybe I'll do whatever you want. Maybe I'll do that. I'm learning choreography. Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Or maybe maybe we'll use both texts today. So we'll talk about this new moon in Cancer. This is feminine energy. It's the moon. Is that upside down? No, that's correct. Looks like 69 to me. That Cancer sign looks like 69. Lavender moon. Bonus weekend away with Daisy this week. That's what I love. Yes! And it makes you feel, because you've got the freedom of the road, the freedom of going anywhere you like. And you've got, I love that app. That was a freaking awesome app. We're going to find a place offshore where we can pull up and have a cup of tea. I thought that was freaking awesome. I was so impressed with that. I might just download it and then just go off on picnics and do the same. Even though it's for camper vans, it's like, it was an amazing place you found. Okay. Drawing, this is the goddess energy. Relax. You and your loved ones are being looked after. So your loved ones, so it's retrograde and Venus. Whatever your heart holds, dearest, is safe and well. This may not be the time to change at what you want to think about, whether you can approach it from another angle. If someone in your life needs you, nurture them. But nurture, you need yourself. It's a time of nurturing yourself. Nurture and be gentle with yourself. Also your diet. The diet of negativity, the diet of toxic people around you, the diet of toxicity in your room, too much clutter, too much junk, you're holding on to clothes that no longer fit, you've got an old pair of knickers, they may be your that favourite bra, and you go, and it's intact, but you know, like, oh no, here's your 16, I know, it's not even 7 o'clock. Okay. But it says, you know, remove that toxicity, remove the alcohol, remove the smoking, remove the thing, and no more excuses. If you really want it, you'll find a solution to your excuse. You will find a solution to your obstacle. And this is what I said to this client today. I said, you don't really want it. She goes, yes, I do. I went, no, you don't, because I said, just listen to you. Every time I've said something, you've come up with an excuse and a reason. Her friend was killing herself, nearly wet her knickers. And I said, because you don't want it. And I said, I may be tough love here, but if you really want it, because she goes, oh, it's the, and I went, no. If your son needs to get there, don't rely on your ex. Get a taxi for him. He's 19. You know, he goes, well, that's true. His friend took him today. I went, yeah, we'll get his friend to take him every day then. You don't have to rely. You know, that's an excuse because you're clinging to the past. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Because if you would find a solution. Oh, yeah. And I went, you're not ready for a change. Because you're making too many excuses. Kicked her up the arse. But she went on a, wow, that was a fucking good reading. I went, yeah. Well, she didn't use the fucking, but she went, oh, freaking good reading. I went, yeah, I know. Cards don't like. This card is a good omen for family issues, family love. House moves, sales and purchases, or someone or something that needs protecting. You need to protect yourself from the toxicity. You've got to protect yourself and take yourself away from those toxic people. Those friends of you who are always gossiping, change your friends. Because if they slag their people behind their backs, they're slagging you behind your back as well. You know, you're talking about there's 4 of you in your group and there's 3 of you together and you're slagging off number 4. Next time together, you're not in the group and they're going to be slagging you off. Get away from people who slag people off. Get away from people who gossip. Get away from the toxicity. All right? And using this excuse is bullshit. Manifesting mindset. Spend time with people you love and who love you. Develop a thicker skin and cherish what you have, and you'll have more to cherish. And the manifesting mindset affirmation is, when I nurture myself, life nurtures me back. When life nurtures myself, life nurtures me back. Yeah, nurture yourself, be kind to yourself. And when you give kindness and love to yourself, it then starts vibrating out and you will be attracting the people. Because both people said to me today, I want, my love interests. And I went, but if you don't love yourself and honour and respect yourself, you're not going to attract those people. If you don't put yourself, if you're constantly putting yourself down, then I said the people you're with are going, and I go, look at the people you've been, oh yeah, they do put me down. I go, yeah, because you put yourself down. When you start respecting yourself, you attract someone who respects you. Okay, so that's that one. Let me put that card back. So that is the card for that, the manifesting. When I nurture myself, my life nurtures me back. So that's what that is all about, this new moon. Nurture yourself. Start anew. And everything you do starting from now on is something that you love doing. Whether it's your job, you love, whatever it is. You love your body, whatever it is. Start doing something that is loving and caring for yourself. And if you say, I haven't got time, make yourself time. That's an excuse. Have a look and be honest with yourself. Oh, I've just spent half an hour doing TikTok. Just think, in that half hour of doing TikTok, swiping and stuff, you could have read that book. You could have done that meditation with your crystals. You could have done that research and filled in that application job instead of scrolling through TikTok or whatever it is you scroll through. All right? Or you play you're on the games. Guys sit there for hours playing their computer games. Boom, boom, bang, bang. Instead of doing that, you could have done research and done some writing up your CV and applying for new jobs. You've all got that bonus. So, this law of attraction, there is nothing I cannot be, do or have. Absolutely. But you've got to start doing things that you love. And what is it that you really want? And when you really want it, and an obstacle comes in your way, you won't fall at the first hurdle. And why you're not going to do? Because it's the new moon. It's not the first quarter moon. It's not the third quarter. You're not going to get any obstacles. And if you think there is, that means you don't really want it. You don't want it. You don't. Oh, I'm not ready. All the excuse. I mean, you don't really want to go wherever you want to do. Oh, I do. No, you don't. Because if you did, even though you can't go on that holiday right now to Florida, you can start planning it and working out how much it is and start saving for your holiday for next year. Don't start thinking, oh, well, I can't work on it because, because I can't go away. Why not start planning it now? Start booking it and start getting things arranged for whatever you want. Putting the things into action. I don't know. I want to go to France, but I can't speak French. When do you want to go to France? Oh, 2026. Well, start learning to speak French now. And if you do this, by 2026, you will be fluent. Hi, Andrea. So, we have 2 decks. So, I'm going to hold the 2 decks up because I may or may not. And Colin said law of attraction, so I will do that. Lavender Moon, etc. So, I'm going to do the disclaimer now. I may or may not be doing readings. If you are, I do readings. You need to be over 18. If you're under 18, you need parental consent, and parent needs to be present during the reading. Not allowed to give legal, medical or financial advice. Not allowed to give pregnancy advice. It's for entertainment purposes only. If you choose to use it for any other reason apart from entertainment, it's down to you, not down to me. We have a choice today. The Law of Attraction cards by Jerry and Esther, or Esther and Jerry Hicks. And we have the Moonology Oracle cards by Yasmin Boland. Let the moon be your guide. Law of Attractions, the teachings of Abraham. Attracting the law, working with the law of attraction. So, who wants a card and from which deck? Time to set them goals and intentions. I'm writing myself a letter tonight and I'm not going to open it till the next few minutes to see what I've achieved. I like that! Keeping yourself accountability. But don't beat yourself up if you don't achieve it all, because you may have achieved other things. So from now until the next new moon, anything you do, write it down, and then you'll be amazed. And look back on how far you come each new moon and things like that. I'm not going to... I know, I love that idea. What a lovely idea. Okay, yes, please. Okay, so Colin, you've asked for the Law of Attraction cards. So don't forget, we've all got to share this. If you shared this, because this is where the card reading is coming into place. So the meditation, it helps you focus on your mind. Meditation Monday, Moon Day, the Moon Day, and we got a new moon on a Monday, the Moon Day, the day of the moon, new beginnings, new day of the week, start of the week, blah blah blah, etc, etc, etc. New start, new beginnings. Okay, so Colin has asked for the Law of Attraction. Lavender Moon has asked for the moon cards. So let me know which you want. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Let me know. I'm just going to have a swig of my... Let me know which deck you want. Thank you for sharing the love, Andrea. So right at the beginning, I talked a lot about the new moon. What about the Venus in retrograde? Okay. Right, so we're going to do Colin first. So Colin has, my thoughts are in harmony with health. My thoughts are in harmony with health. This is for Colin. I want perfect health. I like feeling good. I enjoy my good feeling body. Ooh, sexy me. I have many positive memories of feeling good in my body. I see many people who are clearly in a state of good health, and it's easy to see how much they're enjoying their good feeling bodies. When I think thoughts like these, I feel good. These thoughts are in harmony with a healthy body. Yes. Start thinking nice things about your body, rather than like me, my boobs are down to my waist, my belly wobbles when I laugh, my belly, we go. You know what? I'm glad I've got boobs this shape, because it means I'm a mother. Sorry, no offence to Colin, but I'm grateful for these boobs, because apparently my husband said when I had my first baby and I breastfed, he goes, your boobs have changed shape. I went, of course they've fucking changed shape. Yours would too if you had a baby sucking on them 24 hours a day for 6 months. Of course they're going to freaking change shape because they're full of milk and now they're not. And that's why they're down by my waist. I blame my children. You do. Well, I said, well, you said we boys. We are going to breastfeed, says my husband. We. I went, are we? I think that's mean I am. You're not. That's why his boobs never changed shape. And mine did. But, sorry, Colin. Okay. I want perfect health. Yeah, if you start thinking perfect health and loving, I love the colour of my eyes. And I'm thankful for the colour of my eyes because I can see out of them. With the aid of glasses. Thank you for my ears. I can hear. Maybe with the aid of a hearing aid, but I could. Thank you for my teeth. I can chew my food so I can be nourished. Thank you for my legs so I can go for a run. Thank you for my arms so I can lift some weights and get them into body straight. Might find his foods are a bit powdery dry. Oh no, I haven't seen them for years. Okay, but when you say it's like affirmations, I'm I've got an abundance of money, I have an abundance of money, I have an abundance of love in my life, I have a healthy body, and you keep telling yourself, and when you have a healthy body, and if you keep saying that, when you go shopping, I have a healthy body, I have a healthy body. When you look at the chocolate, it's going, no, that's not healthy, because it's not healthy. But when you see him stand on the front of the apples and the oranges and the grapes, and it's going, yeah, healthy, are healthy, because then it helps you pick the healthy food. Okay, so keep saying the affirmations, and then it will encourage you. I have a healthy body. Yeah, and what do I need to have this healthy body? Oh, I need to go for a walk every day for 10 minutes, or I need to go and do the gym for half an hour, or whatever. Say the affirmations. I want perfect health. I have perfect health. I like feeling good. I enjoy this good feeling body. Yeah, it feels good. I love my squishy body. It gives lovely squishy cuddles. Absolutely, yes. I don't want skin and bone. That's like hugging a skeleton. No, have a little flesh on you. Okay, that's good. I digress. Okay, so we've got 2 requests for moon cards. So let me get the moon card out. So lavender moon, 10 mins. A walk is at least an hour for me. Well, there you go. Good for you. Good for you. 10 minutes. You're welcome. Well, that's good. I like that. I mean, a good walk. And if it's raining, put your raincoat on and jump in some puddles. And go, thank you for this rain, because it's giving water to Mother Earth, because Mother Earth needs the rain. Not acid rain, but it needs the rain to nourish and water the plants, so the plants will grow, and then I can grows the wheat, and then I can have my bread. So thank you for the rain. Absolutely. Right, lavender moon, lavender moon, lavender moon. I'm going to do lavender moon and then Sally, because both lavender moon and Sally have said moon cards. So let me know which deck you want tonight. Oh, it's quite nice having 2 different decks tonight. Lavender moon, lavender moon, lavender moon. Oh, I forgot to say, I'm doing a special offer, an absolutely special offer just for today, or today and tomorrow. If you've got a moonology reading, a 3-card moonology reading, yes, you don't need to be there. All I need to know is if you have a question, otherwise it'd be a general reading. A 3-card moonology reading for just £15. Ooh! Who wants a 3-card reading? It's just £15. Oh yes, special offer. Some of you who are on my email list may have received an email at 1 o'clock in the night. Actually, it was more like 1:15 in the middle of the morning. Yes, morning. I'll send an email to tell everyone. So if anyone would like a 3-card reading, a moon reading, because it's a new moon, and they'll get a kick up the arse, it's just 15 quid. I mean, most of my readings are £30, £50 or £75. What the? No, a 3-card moon reading, 15 quid. What a bargain. Okay, lavender moon, lavender moon, lavender moon has full moon in Taurus. Oh, the bull in a china shop. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, you have a dream. Now, to get that dream into action, you need a practical plan. A practical plan that is easy to follow, one that you don't give up after day 2. It's a practical plan that will work you towards your dreams, your goal. So whatever it is you want, the practical plan. So you want to write these chants. My practical plan is every day I will set aside half an hour to create a chant. Now, whether you're going to do that as soon as I wake up in the morning or after you've done your morning ritual. So every morning at 10 o'clock, I'm going to sit down and write my chants. That is a practical plan. And I'm going to work on it every day. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to work on my chants. I'm going to say my chants. I'm going to say my affirmations. A practical plan. Easy to do if you could do it, if you haven't got half an hour, whatever long, but it's saying to get your dreams you need a practical plan. A practical is like an action, a plan of action. I love it. I love it. I love doing that. Absolutely. And maybe we'll write a book. create your own book on KPD, Amazon, and create your own book of charms. Your dreams need a practical plan. If your dreams and you really want it, it's time to put them in action. But have a practical plan. And having a practical plan of action will manifest your dreams. Okay, Sally. Sally said moon. Sally says moon, Jeanette and Andrea. So I do Sally, Jeanette and Andrea. So Sally, Jeanette, Andrea. So Sally, 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 Sally. So you've got the choice of law of attraction cards or wrong lid, moon cards. Okay, so we're going to do Sally, 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 Sally. Sally has full moon in Scorpio. Oh, we've got another full moon. Scorpio, the sting in the tail. Whoa, there's a sting in the tail. It's time to release negativity. Release. Okay, there's a sting in the tail. You know, that's the negativity of a Scorpio. All right, you're welcome, Lavender Moon. So release the negativity and change that energy of negativity into positive. I release it, I let it go. Mother Earth, deal with it. I'm going to surrender and release, and Mother Earth is going to take that negative energy and she's going to transmute it. Actually, that's why I like working with dragons, because dragons are the greatest transmuter and the greatest alchemists of them all. But when you start working with a dragon, you're always going to be working with them. They're not something like, oh, I think I worked with my unicorns today, and then don't do anything for 6 months. Dragons aren't like that. They like consistency because they don't trust the humans. So, but they're great, and I love my dragons. Okay, it's time to release negativity. Full moon is gone. So things are coming to a head. It's come to a head, whatever it is. And it's like, whoa! You have got, and there maybe there's someone around you who've got the sting in their tail and trying to backstab you because it's at the back and that sting is about to stab him in the back. All right? Negativity. Release them. Let them go. Let them sting their own arse. Let them do their own, get themselves into trouble. But it says it's time to release the negativity. So rather than going, this happened to me, go, right, it's happened. What can I do to change the situation? Because it's happened. It's no good going on, oh, it happened to me. Oh, it happened to me. Oh, it happened to me. Whinge and moan. That ain't doing anything. You're just reinforcing the negativity. Go, right, this happened. What can I now do to action to change it from negative into positive? That's the message. Okay, we have Jeanette. So I'm not going to forget Jeanette today. So let me know which you want, law of attraction or moon. So we'll do Jeanette would like the moon cards. Jeanette. Rich is listening to me. He's a bit weak, but he's taking on board this tonight. Suggestions for him, please. Hello, Richard. I'm glad he's home from hospital. I'll do that in a minute, Margaret. Jeanette. Ah! Oh, you've got new moon in Virgo, new beginnings. Virgo, it's a time to give rather than take. Are you giving yourself, Jeanette, are you giving yourself time? Are you giving yourself love? Are you giving yourself, the attention? And I know it says it's time to give rather than take. Stop taking the shit. Stop taking the abuse. Stop taking that negativity into your life. Stop taking, it's okay for this toxicity around me. It's time to give yourself space. Time to give space to allow love into your life. Time to give yourself time to breathe and to realign yourself. It's time to give yourself some love, a new beginning. It's time to go, you know what? I am worthy. I'm giving myself love. I'm giving myself this chance to start anew. I'm not taking this shit anymore. And that's the message. Time to give yourself love. I am worthy of love. And if the environment I am living in, if the environment I am working in, if the situation I'm in is shit, I'm worthy of this. I'm not taking it anymore. Stand up to them. Give them a mouthful back. If they give you a mouthful to you, stand up and give them a mouthful back and go, no, I'm not a pushover. The answer's no. Yes, I can do this. Don't take the shit anymore. Start giving it. Okay. That was Jeanette. Then we got Andrea. Andrea. Which deck would you like, Margaret? Do you want the moon cards or the? I'm being drawn to Richard for the law of attraction for Richard. So I'm feeling. So I'll do Andrea first. I want to tap in to make it dying good and proper to them. Yeah, absolutely. So, okay, Andrea has asked for a disseminating moon. Take time to breathe out. The disseminating moon is just after the full moon. Whoa! Yes, he says. You see, psychic or what? I just knew it was the law of attraction. I was tapping into him already. Let me do Andrea first, and then I'll do Richard. Okay. So disseminating. Time to breathe out. Whoa. God, that was a bit of a climax. That was a bit of a woo. That was a bit of a ha. Wow. Time to go wool. Thank God that's over. Now it's the time to release and let go. Reassess, because today is the new moon, so disseminating moon is heading towards the new moon, but it's like, you know what, that should say something, make it dying good and proper to them. So that should say sting. Make it that should say sting and proper. Make it sting good. Or make it sting good and proper to them. Yeah, absolutely. No, I already know. So time to breathe out. It's like, oh my gosh, what a thing. But what can you learn from it so it doesn't happen again? What lessons are you going to take forth, Andrea? It's done, it's dusted, it's over, or it's making just finishing off. But it's like, you know what? What am I learned from this? It's releasing. What can I release? Ready for a new start. Time to breathe out. Breathe out and relax. That's what the new moon in the card I put, new moon in Cancer. It's just relax. It's over. It's you can breathe. Feel allowed to breathe. If it means having to walk away, you know what? No more. Walk away from that relationship. Walk away from the lack of money. Walk away from the limits you're putting yourself up. Walk away from that job. Walk away from whatever it is. You'll be perfectly okay and you're going to thank yourself. Time to breathe out. It's like, you know what? I need to breathe. Fuck off. I need to breathe. Don't know whether that makes sense to you. Okay, so law of attraction. I thought so. I know. Isn't that funny? I just knew it was the law of attraction for Richard. So let's connect on Richard. Sending gentle healing. Maybe you need a Reiki Teddy. Release, recharge, reset. Absolutely. Absolutely, absolutely. So we've got the law of attraction for Richard. What would Margaret like though? So I'll do Richard first because I'm tapping into Richard. He needs a Reiki Teddy. The bear with a healing hug. Get him a Reiki Teddy. And then you can have Reiki healing 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Buy him a Reiki Teddy. Phillies needs a brown one, a large brown Reiki Teddy. Oh my God. Yeah, he definitely needs that. Right, Richard. I hope you start feeling better soon. I'm glad you're home. Richard. Glad you're home. Been a bit of an ordeal for you. You know, what a thing after having such a great time at Glastonbury. And then having, flat tire coming home, and then boom. Sorry about that. Yeah, Glastonbury, Richard. Okay, Richard. Let me know, Margaret, which you want. Are you after moon cards? Maybe Margaret's after moon. I don't know. I don't put it in there. Richard. My thought manifestations enjoy a buffer of time. I'm going to reread that. Ah! I'm wondering. Because there's two cards and it's sort of throwing on. I don't get this one. My thought manifestations enjoy a buffer time. But I don't think it's the right one. Because there were two cards come up and it sort of threw out. I'm going with this one. Okay, Richard. Yeah. Sometimes that happens. Okay, I can create castles as easily as buttons. You're going, what the fuck's that about? Margaret, have you warned Richard, I swear? Okay, I can create castles as easily as buttons. You can manifest anything you like. It doesn't matter whether it's a button, whether it's a car, whether it's a castle, whether it's a croissant. Okay? Whatever it is, because you're using the law of attraction, the law of manifesting, and the same energy and mindset is required no matter what it is you're manifesting. So whether you want to manifest a button, whether you want to manifest good health, whether you want to manifest a castle, you're still going to be tapping into the law of attraction, the law of manifestation. You're still using the same sort of energy and the same mindset. They're all objects. A button is an object, a croissant is an object, a castle, a cottage, they're all objects. It doesn't matter the size, an aeroplane. You're still going to be using the same law of attraction, the same law of manifestation, the same mindset. I am worthy. I am worthy of this button. I am worthy of this car. I am worthy. It's still the same mindset. When you understand the laws, then you understand it is not the more difficult to create a castle, no more difficult to create a castle than the button. They are equal. It is no more difficult to create $10 million than it is to create 100,000. It is the same application of the law, but to two different intentions. You've got a different intention. So whatever it is your intention is, Richard, you're still going to be tapping into the same laws, the same mindset, whatever. That should say things. So that is what it is. So whatever it is, the Richard, you want to manifest. And not that I'm saying you created the illness, but why I'm a great Louise Hay, Heal Your Body. And when you sort of look to see what was wrong with you, and then you understand, then it's like, And I'm not saying you created the illness yourself. No. But what I'm saying is sometimes it's we're giving you this headache. Why are we getting the headache? It's because you're being controlled. Especially when you get a headache at the end of every day from work. It's the control from the boss. The control. And that's why you come home with a headache. It's control. Why do we have lower backache? Lower backache is around your base chakra. And your sacral, but it's like manifesting money, and you got lack of money, and you're not feeling stable. I haven't got this money, I might lose my house because I can't pay the rent. You get lower back pain because you're not stable with the way your money is. So have a look at the type of illness you've had, and then you go, right, I understand that. But that's the message for you. So Margaret, what what card deck do you want? Does any of this make sense to other people? Margaret, which ones do you want? I'm drawn to the moon deck for Margaret. Yes, law of attraction, he says yes. So Margaret, are you still there? Is there anybody here who's been here and hasn't had a card but would like a card? Anybody here who would like a card but hasn't had a card? I'm just waiting for Margaret to say whether she wants the moon card or this. Moon, I thought so. See, I'm tapping into you all tonight. Need book a reading. I'm really tapping into people at the moment. Okay, so maybe Richard wants a Pathfinder. Richard took it on. Excellent, brilliant. So he understands. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, and apologise to Richard for my swearing, but it's like that's what we do. So Margaret, moon cards, moon cards. How did I know it's a law of attraction? Well, it's not me. It's the spirit guides that are talking to me. Cards don't lie. The spirits don't lie. There's something going on in your life, Margaret and Richard. You're like Richard. A change of plan, change of action. Maybe this illness or this thing is like, whoops, hang on. It's time to take action. And the only way you're going to take action is we're going to stop you in your path. Now you've taken this up. Now it's time to take restock of your life. What is it that you really want, Richard? What is it you really want? What is it you really want? What is it that you really, really want? Maybe obscure, maybe completely different. It's time, because this is what it says. It's stop. Okay, Margaret. That's the message I'm getting, and I'm giving that for free. Okay, Margaret. New moon in Cancer, which is what we've got today. And it's a Monday. And you have the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. Yes, you are all safe. You got him home. You're safe. Your family is safe. You're all safe. Now, when you decide to do something brand new or different, they go, what do you mean you're doing that? It's because you're rocking the boat. Just because you went to Glastonbury, why do you want to go to Glastonbury? Well, why not? Well, I wouldn't. Well, I know you wouldn't do it. But what do you mean go to Glastonbury? Because I'm going to go to Glastonbury. And, I wouldn't. Well, it's going to rock your boat. And I'm not, because you don't want to go, I'm still going to do. How's it going to affect your life if I go to Glastonbury? How's it going to affect your life? It's not. Well, it is, right, because it's like I'm stepping out of my comfort zone. And I'm doing this. And if I can go to Glastonbury, if I can climb Mount Kilimanjaro, I can do anything. Blah, blah, blah. And that's what their problem is. It's like, whoa, and it's showing them. And it's like this, your loved ones, they are perfectly safe. They're okay. They're old enough and ugly enough to look after themselves now. They're over 18, I'm presuming. They are safe. They get themselves into the mess. They have to sort themselves out. Don't stop running and sorting them out. Okay? Yeah, I mean, if they're being arrested for something, but you know what? They were stupid enough to do something illegal to get arrested. What's the worst thing can happen? Oh, they set up a business and it went bankrupt. Well, they learnt the hard way. Bankruptcy. Maybe they didn't run the business properly. Maybe they should have done some research before they did it. Stop helping them. They're not going to learn. They are perfectly safe. I mean, it'd be different if they were on the front line in Russia. Yeah. Oh, sorry, front line in Ukraine. Or a female in Afghanistan, and they take off their thing, the covering, then it'd be danger. They're not that stupid. But there it is. You and your loved ones are safe. You are safe. You've got a home. And what is it that you want? And you're safe to go for it. Oh, chamomile tea, yummy. Oh, you got chamomile tea. A bit early for that. Go to bed and sleep soon. Is there anything, does that make sense to you, Margaret? Oh, hello, Emma. Emma, what do you want? Moon card or law of attraction, Emma? Moon card or law of attraction? Do you want the moon card or the law of attraction? Which do you want? And like I said, I've got a special offer on today. A 3-card moon reading. It'll be a mixture. A 3-card moon reading is just £15. Now that is a bargain and a half. Because like I said, normally my readings are £30, £50. Yeah, we're good. Excellent. £30, £50 or £75. So if you want a 3-card moon reading, it's just 50. I know. Idiot. Can you choose one for me, please? I'm going for moon. I'm going for moon, Emma. I'm going for moon, Emma. I'm being drawn to moon. Moon, 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 moon. Moon, 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 moon. It'd be nice chilled in the bath. I will stop running to all who need help. Yes! Absolutely! It's time they stood on their own feet. They got themselves in a mess. Let them, because they're never going to learn. Because Mum will sort us out. Margaret will sort us out. No, it's their circus. Concentrate on you and Richard and doing your own life. They're safe. They got themselves in the mess. And if they start going, Ma'am, can you help? And you go, no. And they go, and you go, no, I'm in Lanzarote. What do you mean you're not? Yes, I am. If I was in Lanzarote, who else would you ask? Just ask yourself that. If you were away in Hong Kong and one of your kids go, I need help, and you go, well, actually, I'm currently in Hong Kong or I'm in Sydney, Australia, who else would they go to? What would they do instead if you weren't there? If you were up in Scotland on holiday, or you were in Glastonbury and they needed help, but you were in Glastonbury, who did they go to? And what you've got to do is say to them, I'm not the only person. There's 26 billion people, however many in the universe. Stop coming to me. Go and ask someone else. Because and next time they go, and you just go, and don't go, well, I've got my yoga, because that's not good enough. You go, no, I'm not in the country. got passport, Lanzarote. It was fab. I went there for Christmas last year. I was there for Christmas and New Year. Highly recommend it. Got my eye on somewhere else this year. India. Okay, Emma. Yeah, stop running. Absolutely. You're welcome. And if you're wanting my Pathfinder, you know where I am. Okay, Emma has full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. Emma, look at the bigger picture. Full moon. This is another full moon. Even though we're at the start of a new moon, these are coming with a full moon, with the climax. It's like, enough is enough. So Emma, they're saying, look at the bigger picture. What is it that you really want? It's full moon. It's come to think. So now I know what I want to do. Now, looking at the bigger picture, now it's new moon. I can now start taking small steps, because so often we get so stuck in the mess that sometimes we need to step back and be the eagle and look at the whole situation from above, from a place of non-judgment. And then when you see it from a place of non-judgment, oh, my hands are buzzing. Who's needing that? Probably Richard, but I don't know. But my hands are buzzing. Looking at the bit. But then, when you look at the bigger picture, there is the bow and arrow. You can fire it anywhere, but remember, with a bow and arrow, you have to pull the string back. So you're looking at the bigger picture, so stepping back, and then you can release. So sometimes it feels like having to step away. That's the stepping, pulling back, and having a look. And where am I going to shoot it? Now I've seen the bigger picture. Now I can go, whoa, there, or there, or there, or there, or there, or there. 15 minutes till new moon. I'm feeling it. Woo! Is that why my hands are buzzing? I didn't realise it was so late. So I'm going to finish now because I want to go enjoy the new moon. So, does that make sense? So thank you, everyone. I'm going to finish. Oh, I didn't realise the time was going on. Thank you for that time check, because I want to go and do it. So thank you for the moon check. Thank you. So I do hope you've enjoyed the information I have shared tonight. I hope you've learnt something. I hope the cards have resonated. If they have, and you want a deeper in-depth reading, the 3-card Moonology moon readings, I'm going to use both moon book cards, etc., is just £15. Let me know if anyone wants a £15 reading. Thank you so much. And yeah, it does. Yep. Love it. So you know where I am. If anyone wants a reading, whether they're the £15 3-card reading tonight, woohoo! Otherwise, my normal readings are £30, £50 or £75. So different, available for different pockets. So if you can't afford a reading but you love one, why not take me up on this amazing offer of just 3 cards for 15 quid? What a bargain. Right, enjoy the new moon energy, enjoy Venus in retrograde, and we will reconvene tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Enjoy the energy of the moon. I'm off to do my little meditation. So thanks for that time check, Lavender Moon. I wasn't aware of the time, so I appreciate it. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you all tomorrow. Take care. Namaste. Bye.